We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Hall. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
Back to throw. Hall. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
4 yards on the pick.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Hall now to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Down, Cowboys.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 27-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Hall. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Now Hall looking to throw on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
That's the bullshit I be losing to. He threw it directly to him, man.
The 50, the 30.
How you supposed to win when nigga ain't playing no defense can get that type of shit?
It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So a dangerous
Directly
pass
fucking
over the
to
middle
him.
into zone
Trash
coverage,
ass game.
and it hit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it when the other direction. Excellent blocking.
I fucking lose games for some dumbass shit like that, man. He ain't have to do shit but just stand there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Hall. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's Hall. Off play action. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
We dominate today.
Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd down.
These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
40-yard line.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check 99. It's easy. Mike 51.
Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk.
Murray.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Squeeze, double.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the Cowboys' 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Check right. Watching the grind.
Shotgun now for Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. The 1st down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Hall off the play fake. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. To throw it is Hall from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fox.
Number 80.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And 5 at the 23-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Hall. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Hall now to throw on second down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now Hall on third down. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
The game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Washington. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And this is taken in one hand, and what a catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Watkins won.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Murray again. This is Drake. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Dancing to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Cowboys' 49-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
First down. Paul. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Hall on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, Hall, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hall. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Down and goal at the 5-yard line.
Oh, wow. He touched the ball. That's crazy.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get, and you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Figure out what to do with the damn ball.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And from
Probably
this
a
spot in the
screen.
field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he'll throw right away. They'll set up the screen to Dre. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. First down, Murray. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 22 yards there, a first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Hall, screen play, Anderson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He beat the hell out the screen. He over, man. He is all over.
Time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to
nobody
cut this
got
at a tight
blocked.
angle.
Ooh, he missed it.
And his
Got it.
kick is good.
But nobody blocked,
and
bro.
they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's Murray from midfield. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Cowboys have recovered.
Damn.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles.
Look at the, they just jumped on him.
And it shows you how the game has changed over
just
time.
stuck him up, straight up Rodgers.
For a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines, you didn't knock the ball
him at the
free,
bus stop.
your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball. Take care of the ball.
I can see that. Everybody got that.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Hall. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw. Hall, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Hall. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Complete to number 80.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And a Cowboy.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Down at the 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott,
big fella.
with touchdown
Creep through,
number
big
8
fella.
on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember.
Just dug
Well
right in the
executed
hole.
to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take
A little
it
bit
into
of
the
that
boxing
little block in
ring.
there
You
was
talk
in there.
about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in
Ready.
the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
27.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Washington. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter.
Let's put that team on the hunt. 51.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force him to the ground.
Let's go.
And 4th down now.
We going for it. We going
That's
for
an
it.
excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to
We
let them
going
get
for it.
anything
That
started.
playoff
And that would have been a
implications, we
first
going for it.
down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Let it go.
Got him
Oh,
man.
good
It's
shit.
complete.
Good way to get down,
Williams.
man.
And they will touch him down the middle before he gets the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray.
Got him.
And he was hit as he threw it
Let's
there,
go.
and it forces it incomplete.
Let's go,
We just saw
defense.
another
Close it up.
example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in
Close it
this
up.
game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Now throw right sideline here is complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd
Come
and
on,
3.
we need something to
When you
pick it
see
up. We
zone
need something
defense
to
and
pick
you know
it
you
up.
got a
We need something
drag
to pick it
route
up.
on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He'll air this one out.
Drop
for
it.
Kirk.
He can't hold it.
Unable
It's too
to
much.
connect.
It's too much.
Incomplete.
It's too
Give
much.
them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I opened the
This
door for him.
defense was
He
definitely
threw
alert
it
to
too.
the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Murray and company going for it on fourth. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Looking somewhere else for it.
The stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You got to pick it up. That's what we got to do.
Your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Open man is Kirk, complete.
Dragging easy.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray. And he'll go
I fucked that up badly. I had the wrong dude. I had the wrong guy.
Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Cowboys 27, Cardinals 21.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They go to Elliott again. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game,
He just turns through the traffic. That's just crazy.
Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So that'll back him up 5.
Fuck, man. One snap. The fuck?
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. It's a good pickup there of 20 yards.
Cowboy first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard
Clock
line.
continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hall. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
That's bullshit. He caught it.
Out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Man, he hit the crossbar.
Wow. Ends in 3.
Whew.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field
You need him to take time off.
to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Back at the 18-yard line.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Murray. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's another.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Desmond King picks it. And they finally put it into this return.
Could I be goated?
All the way down to the 37.
Let's go.
Defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead and another
The
nice
ball hung in the air too, bro.
preserve the
That
lead.
ball hung.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing
Looked like
was
it hung a
taken,
little bit, though.
and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They find some
Big
open
Zeke.
field here. Ezekiel Elliott.
Say he got somewhere to be.
Distance.
Zeke Elliott.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Let's go. Night-night. They're going to sleep. Night-night.
Second touchdown of the afternoon.
Night-night,
And the Cowboys turn that
Night-night,
interception into a touchdown.
Night-night. You want to go night-night? That shit's silly. Good game.
The try here for the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Cowboys 37, Cardinals 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Cheetah Bay Awuzie. And to the 40-yard line.
He's been fooling the past couple weeks.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week.
Yeah, he been fooling.
He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Player of the week, everything.
Yeah, we didn't
Weekend.
jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability
How do y'all get that D tackle in there like that? I learned that, y'all in trouble.
Running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down.
GG, big fella. Cowboys
the
roll
defense
again.
can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today's final score, Cowboys.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Cowboys, they go back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Part I wanted y'all to see here. Yep, it's getting tight. It's getting tight there. Let's see this. Let's see. Oh my God, them Giants they nasty though. 7-6. All this 7-6 and 8-6-6. It's gonna pan down the end. Lose and win on that. Real. Nope, I ain't pushed in there quite yet. Almost. I hope